Jaws live, baby. You're gonna need a bigger boat.
All right. Hello. Happy Thursday. How is everybody?
Hello.
Good.
Awesome. Very good. Very good. Back for another episode here. Pages are kind of stalling out trying to share. I don't know what's going on, but that's okay. It is still on mine. I'll get it up and running momentarily. We are live on YouTube, so everybody doing pretty good. We got a pretty big house here tonight, right? Yeah. Yes. We got John, Mike, Val joining us, and we got special guest tonight. We got John McNeill hanging out with us tonight. So, buddy, glad to have you aboard, man. Good to see you here across the pages. I've been seeing your name floating around a couple of the pages, and so pretty cool. We've kind of taken a liking to what we've seen, some of the stuff that you put out there, and so very intrigued about a little bit about you, a little bit about your background. So tell us a little bit about you. Where are you at? Where are you from? What brings you into the neck of the woods?
So I'm a Massachusetts native. I shot Jaws here, whatever. So always grew up with the movie. Always a big fan. It's been my parents, go back to when my parents first met. That was one of the first dates they went on. So Jaws plays a big part of my family.
Very cool. Very cool. So you're pretty close to where it took place then, if you're living it up in Mass. So have you been to the island?
I have not. It's a bucket list. Probably next summer or the summer coming up. That's what I plan to do.
Very cool. Very cool. There's some inklings that there might be some Jaws related things going on just about every summer now. It seems might be rolling up. I've been seeing some things floating around. So I think you'll have some opportunities. And being a fan, when you get there, you're gonna love what you see and what you come across, because my God, considering it's been 50 years, it's pretty amazing how little things change. So
yeah,
awesome, great. So your parents introduced you to Jaws. What do you have a memory? First time that it latched on to you?
I probably was like 5 or 6, and haven't been in the ocean since.
I think it's a common theme with Jaws fans that watch it at a young age.
We all tend to have the same phobias, unfortunately. Yes. Yeah, very common theme, without a doubt. Cool. So are you mainly Jaws fan? Do you do a lot of other horror things? Like what is your background as far as that goes?
So like a few years back, I got into 3D printing and stuff like that. And I've always wanted to do like toy lines that you always see the typical Michael Myers, Jason, like the main characters. I've always wanted to do like the side characters, like the victims, or like cool things like that big toy companies don't do.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Sure. Is your professional background kind of fall in that same vein?
No. So long was a carpenter, then became a butcher. Now I work in security and do this on the side.
So but it sounds. Go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt, Mike. No, go ahead.
Jaws is the first film that you started doing figures on?
Jaws, no. First figures I think were Halloween and Elm Street. Those were probably the two. I grew up I was probably three years old when I saw Elm Street. That was what got me into the horror, and then Jaws down the line.
So which Nightmare on Elm Street characters did you make? You didn't make Freddy Krueger. You made like.
Well, I made Nancy. I did the Hall God. Did the nun from Amanda Kruger. Did all the kids from Elm Street 3. Kincaid.
That's a good
I
one.
love-
Elm Street 3 is a great one. I love that
Oh
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
All of it. Carlos from Pot 6. I can go on forever. I made a bunch.
But it sounds like honestly, you're definitely someone who is used to and doing some work with your hands and have artistic side of that. I mean, because looking at what you do, I mean, it's got to come. It's got to come and be a part of what you're doing. Otherwise, I don't think you'd be putting out what you're doing, because what I'm seeing is very, very, very incredibly well done and detailed. Very impressive with what you've done. Yeah, very cool. Nice. Hey, we do have a couple people just kind of chiming in and saying hi. P and Phil people like to hang out with us live. We got Robert all the way over from the UK hanging out, saying hi, everyone. Glad to be here.
Hey, Robert.
We got a couple Chelsea and a couple people. Drags
That's
a
Kathy.
little bit on the pages. I'm sorry. Yeah. Who's hanging out with us as well, saying hello
Hi,
to
Kathy.
everyone. And obviously, John, want to welcome you on. So very cool. So when did you start delving into producing action figures? Have you been doing this for a little while?
Probably like 3 years now.
Okay. All right. So kind of relatively new, I would assume then, right?
Yeah.
Very cool.
This
Very
was
cool.
just
I don't have-
something you did because they weren't available.
Yeah, I've always wanted like cool figures. I was always big into collecting toys. Like when I was growing up, I was big into wrestling, so I had all the wrestling action figures, the accessories, shit like that. Can I swear?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
is it
Oh yeah,
okay? Yeah. So
you get fined if you don't swear. So
I just want to make sure. But it slipped. I'm masked, so it comes out every now and then. I got that mouth. But yeah, big into wrestling growing up, so I had all the accessories, all the toys like that, and then slowly seeing like they had a couple horror figures come out. They didn't really have a big selection. They didn't have like any like you never see any of the Final Girls or anything like that. So I always like that'd be interesting. That'd be something fun to do, and people seem to like it. And it's been a great success for the past year or two. It's been this past has probably been it's gonna be my busiest year,
That's pretty cool.
and it's still
Nice.
wicked early.
Yeah. Let me pull in just a small example of some of what John produces. So this is pretty cool. So these are some obviously from the original Jaws movie, and these look like, I guess this would be technically, what are they, like the 3 3/4 inch action figure?
Like the old school Star Wars figures. I think like
Yeah.
Reaction, that toy company did this similar a couple of years
Sure.
back.
Very cool.
Do these move, John? Like, are they like, you can
These
pose them?
ones don't. These are just designed to look like that. They're mostly just to be displayed in the package and stuff like that. Later down the road, hopefully can get more into the movability. I do offer some figures that move, but these ones I made up kind of quick, so I didn't really focus on all that. But down the line, hopefully.
Very cool. So
Nice.
what's your process? I mean, I would assume, looking at something like that, you do quite a bit of tooling on an original, and from there you make a casting. Is that pretty much the way that goes?
So all this is a 3D designed. So all these will be designed on the computer, and then I'll get the file.
Oh, no
So
kidding.
I dabble in it a little bit. I have a buddy that does most of my designs for me, and then I'll get the file. I'll 3D print it, and like paint them,
Mhm.
do the packaging up myself, design it, make the packaging.
Very cool. Nice.
Are these made to
Okay.
order? Like, someone calls you up and
Yeah, I
places
have
an
them on
order,
my,
and you make them-
they're on my Etsy and eBay pages, stuff like that.
Very cool. Yeah, the card art's pretty good too. I mean, really, you got the old blister bubble on the front. It really takes me back to I was perfect age when Star Wars came out. It takes me back to the old Star Wars action figures as far as, the style of the card, having the blister bubble and the size of the figure. Yeah, very, very cool.
So
Yeah,
these
there
are
hasn't been a
new
whole lot
ones.
of the Jaws characters. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well,
Oh, here,
let's
wait.
go
Let
and get
me
into
pull
that.
you
Hold
in. I'll pull you in here.
So these are the two new ones. that we're
There
gonna
you
do.
go, Mike.
Yeah.
Tina
Nice.
Wilcox. There you
I
go.
like Tina
Nice.
Wilcox.
Then his buddy Andy.
Gary
Gary.
Springer, yeah. All
There's
right.
Gary. Yeah, very cool.
So we'll add those to the
Nice.
Jaws 2 lineup hopefully this week at some point.
Very cool. Nice. Awesome. Very good. All right.
What I mean, do you sell these on your website, Mike? I mean, John. I mean, what?
Yeah, they're on my Etsy page and on my eBay page and stuff like that.
Very cool. Yeah, we'll be taking a look here in a little bit. We're actually going to pull up his Etsy page. You guys that might be interested in checking these out.
Look at that.
There's a lot.
Look at Jeffrey Voorhees. That's some chunk it took out of him, man. Holy shit.
Yeah, these are like the battle damage versions, I guess, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Quint's the best.
Look at half a Quint and Ben Gardner. I didn't know he lost a leg. That's funny.
They never showed his full body, so I just spun
Yeah,
it.
at least one man.
Sure. I'm sure he's missing more than that.
Yeah.
Artistic licensing, yeah, and Alex
Well,
Skinner,
we
I
don't
like
see
Alex.
below
He's
his
got
head,
a
so it's probably just a head in the bottom of the boat.
Yeah. I like the Teddy Grossman's foot with the sneaker on it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is good. It is good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Mhm.
Very cool. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Kintner's got a big old bite out of him, so that's pretty good. Which is really, when you think about that, you only see his one arm flail up in the air, if I'm not mistaken, and
Something like that.
so that's pretty keen eye to detail there. Yeah, nice. And Ben Gardner, you've got Ben Gardner before and after. Same with Quint, so that's pretty
Great. Same
cool.
with Alex Kintner. Both of them, I got them before the attack and after the attack.
Very cool. Nice. So, do you have a favorite of your own so far? Which one did you like the most? Which one are you most proud of so far?
Probably the Brody and Quint. Those two.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Can you zoom in on those, Nate, by any chance? Can we zoom in?
I don't
That's
know if I can bring. No, I don't know. I can't from
No?
here.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Yeah. What we'll do is we'll pull up the
Any
page.
glasses.
I'm sure I can click on and enlarge it right on his storefront page. So yeah. And you got an Ellen Brody in there. That's the first. I haven't seen an Ellen Brody action figure, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. Now your details when you paint these guys, you said you paint these guys by hand, like for example, like the
As you see,
Like-
all right here where I'm sitting.
oh, you're actually in the workshop now.
Oh, wow.
Very
Workshop right
cool.
now.
Nice.
Trying to finish orders before the show started.
Very cool. Nice. So stuff like Mayor Vaughn's, like the anchor on his jacket, some of the fine details, is that all hand done? You doing like Tampo style printing with that, or
Everything's done by hand.
wow.
It's a
Wow,
lot.
you're gonna have some time wrapped up in each one of those guys. Pretty
Oh
impressive.
yeah, it's a lot.
How long does it take to make one of these, John?
So I have about 5 or 6 printers, and I want to say I can make about 8 to 9 figures on each printer. They take maybe 5 to 6 hours. So
Wow.
I have them going all day. I'm pumping them out.
And all, like you said, all hand painted?
Yep, all hand painted.
Wow.
Very cool.
That's
Very cool.
interesting. That's really cool.
Thank you guys.
Well, and this is just the Jaws collection, so
yeah, I have over 100
there's-
figures.
Oh, let me see.
I was
Jaws
going to
too. That's
say
cool.
there's a ton of them out there. I was checking out his site, but here's some of the Jaws 2 stuff. So he's got some
I love
Jaws
the
2.
orca with the bite out of it. That's cool.
Yeah, I know, right? You know what I really like? I like Brody's 38 special there with the wax,
Yeah,
with the
to
wax tip
cyanide.
on it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's an original there. I haven't seen that before. Yeah.
But you're absolutely
Yeah.
right. These are like nowhere else can you get
It's
like
silly things that you don't see.
yeah, like
Like you
these
never get to see
characters,
a
you know?
Sean Brody action figure.
yeah, Mike and Sean, and the woman who's the boat. What was her name? I forget. The
Oh,
towing the boat. Who's driving the boat?
Diane
Mike.
Hetfield?
What was the character's name? I don't remember. Did they mention it in the film? I don't know.
Diana or something.
Diane. Yeah.
No, look at that.
Yeah, look at
Crispy
that.
boy.
Turn to a crisp, man. Yeah.
Crispy.
Yeah. Very
That's
cool.
crispy.
Crispy.
Oh man, that's funny.
Very cool. And Len
Yeah,
Peterson, the
Lenny.
guy we all love to hate in Jaws 2, Len Peterson. You got
Oh,
an
yeah.
action figure of him, you know?
Can't wait to see the Tina one.
I have
Yeah,
it.
right.
Clever painting. Let's see.
Hold on, I'll pull you back in.
She's not.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah. Oh
Very,
look, she's
very
got
nice.
the little pageant
Miss
van at the
Amity.
beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, she's not finished, but she's getting there.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very
And then-
impressive.
Excellent progress.
Real quick, Andy.
Oh wow, yeah.
Oh, wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
That looks like him. That's pretty impressive.
It really
Check that
is.
out. You should show that to Gary Springer, Mike, when you see him.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Michael Brody. And then Sean Brody, he's got his life preserver on. Ready to go. Yeah.
Rest in peace, Mark Gilpin.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. His sister, his sister was the little blonde who was pointing out Brody on the tower. She passed. I think she passed before he did. a couple
He
years
did?
ago.
Oh, how sad.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. Very cool. All right. And got a couple, I don't know what you would call these, I guess more or less like accessories, but not
Props.
action figures, but definitely, props to kind of like the bullet that we just saw from Jaws 2. So there's Kintner's Raft with a bite mark out of it, which is
Funny.
pretty cool. You can get an
Shark tooth.
inflatable one of those things are floating around now too. Yeah. Yeah, the shark tooth. I really like the shark tooth. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And it's even got the flashlight right on the, with
Funny.
Cooper's boat there. Yeah. And the barrel. You gotta have a yellow barrel. How can you talk Jaws and not talk barrels, Yeah.
You have to buy them in threes, though.
Yeah, right. you got to order 3 at one time. It comes as a package, and then of course you have the aqua lung tank that screwed Quinn out of the whole deal.
Foreshadowed a few times in the film, of course.
Yeah. Very cool. Awesome, man. Wow. So question for you, do you plan on expanding into the third and the fourth movie, or are you just going to let it rest with the first two?
The first two are like my two favorites. The rest can, I still watch them, obviously. But if 2 goes as good as number 1, because number 1's been killing it. I've been doing a lot of part 1 figures. So if part 2 picks up like that, I'll keep going down the whole line.
Sure, why not?
Very cool.
You'd be surprised, John, how many fans there are of the fourth film, which it's become a cult hit, and we've had a few people on the show. A lot of people love that movie. I know it's amazing. It's hard to believe, but a lot of people love Jaws the Revenge. I think it's got more love than Jaws 3D. I think, as hard as that is to believe.
Seems to be a little bit of a bigger,
Right? It's crazy.
A couple people kind of comment in here on some of the stuff that they're seeing. So we got Victor saying, "Damn, great Jaws work," and he's in love with the Jaws 2 action.
Oh, he
figure.
loves Jaws 2. It's his favorite film.
Victor,
Right,
order them all.
Victor?
Order them all, Victor.
Order them all, Vic. That's right.
He loves Jaws 2.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a couple more. What else we got? Oh, he's asking where Brucette is. I think that'd be tough having a 3 3/4 inch version of Brucette there, right?
Oh, we got
Is that literally what they call the shark in Jaws 2? Brucette?
Jaws 2. Yeah.
Do they really?
Got the first
You know
one.
what?
Yep.
I've never heard
Sure,
of
it's
that. That's
blue.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh wow! So you got one in the works then?
So we got one for part 1 in scale with the boat.
And nice.
Very nice. And oh yeah, wait till you guys see this.
Oh, that's
This-
scale.
pretty
Look at that,
cool.
man.
So
Check it out.
That's a 20-inch there. 20.
25.
I am going
I
to
might
be
have to
working
get.
on
I might have to
Jaws
get that
2
shark in
burnt
the boat.
face.
You're going to be selling
Yeah.
those, the shark in the boat, John?
Still prototypes. I got to work
Okay.
on things, package
Hopefully,
like that. But I plan
like
to
to-
hopefully have a play set for the figures.
yep. Nice.
Pretty cool. Make it all kind of come together.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
I'd like want to see a
Good
Lou
deal.
Gossett action figure from Jaws 3. What I want to see.
Yeah, you could do some battle damage for Sean for Sean in the Revenge with
Oh,
the
the
missing
yellow
arm and
coat,
all
yeah.
kinds of good stuff, right? Yeah.
The end scale.
Yeah.
There you go. And look at that. It's all part of the master plan, right? Got the whole thing. Very nice.
Amazing.
Impressive. Yeah.
Very nice, John. Very
Oh,
nice.
wow. Man, you're gonna make quite a few dreams come true. I mean, that's cool. I mean, like I said, I was perfect age when Star Wars came out, and because before that it was all the Megalo action figures, which essentially were just 12-inch dolls. We just called them action figures but when the Star Wars action figures came out, that was it. And so here you have modern take on it. That's quite impressive. Yeah. I think there's going to be not surprised that you're getting a lot of people tracking you down for this stuff.
It's silly. Yeah.
Great, man. That's great. Good for you. Congratulations.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. Victor's chiming in saying no Jaws the Revenge figures.
Not yet. We'll get there. I want the Mario Van Peebles action figure. That'd be great. With a shark being stabbed by that big the bow. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
A lot you could do. There's a lot of characters.
He's saying
that's a good one. Yeah,
would be awesome. Yeah, that would be kind of a fun one
that's
too.
A good one.
Man. I guess, and really with the amount of time that you're putting into this, I really, you've really got to kind of sit and I guess decide what's going to be worth the time investment, because you're taking quite a gamble on that. I can imagine the time and money and resources that you're into just getting a prototype going.
It's more time. That's more or less anything. It's just I'm making the design, hoping it sells to making money back for the design.
I'm hoping for an anatomically correct Chrissy from Jaws 1. But I'm waiting for. Get on that, John. I want to see that.
I'll show you my penthouse if you want it. So, John, you make these to order then to cut down, I guess, on the costs?
Yeah, everything's always made to order. I usually have stockpiles of figures that just needed to be painted. I always just say roughly 2 to 3 week wait time when you place an order on my Etsy or eBay. Sometimes I have stuff in stock ready to go.
I'll ask a stupid question because I'm pretty naive when it comes to 3D printing. Is this wood? Is it made out of wood?
It's resin plastic.
Resin plastic. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It would be a witch.
Yeah.
It's like this is one
that's a fair lot.
Printer. It's just gray.
We pull you in there.
Oh, cool. Oh yeah.
It comes out just gray.
So interesting.
I've got a handful of 3D printed things, and the small details are quite impressive. Some of the stuff as it's bigger, you still see a little bit of that basic like hexagonal, like geometric type shapes, and you've got a lot of real fine detail in there for 3D printing. That's really, really impressive. Yeah. So on top of that, you got to do your time and research and what kind of a machine to be using too. That's capable of something on that scale, I would assume. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah. I don't have any background in that. I have a pretty decent background in actually model making and building. I worked for a guy who did it. That's what he did it as a living. And when you're talking about the time, especially with the details, it's not about, can I punch it out in an hour? It's about what I have to do to make it look right. And then looking on your side of things, doing it, to earn income at it, you've got to look at how can I make this efficiently done? You know what I mean? And so you got to get X and Y to cross over. And that's a hard thing to harness and reel in. So kudos to you, man. You're definitely going down the right road with it. And
trying.
Awesome.
Well, seems like you're succeeding, John. So kudos to you, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a nice market. That's a nice, good market you're in. Like, you don't see a lot of that stuff out there. I don't see Jaws figures like that anywhere else. I mean, you see the NECA stuff, but that's crazy expensive and,
Yeah. Years ago, what was it? Was Fairlane put out a handful of figures? I bought them like 15 years ago. And they only had, I want to say there was 3, maybe 4 tops. And then they did I think 2 sharks, one regular shark and then one shark had the bloody mouth. You could put Quinn in his mouth.
Yeah.
And those things, I mean, they only ran for a short amount of time, and they quickly escalated in price because they weren't made all that long. I think it was Fairlane Toys. Maybe I'm wrong, but it was. I still have them. Picked them up in New Jersey and at the Great White Shark. Val, you're from Jersey.
Yeah.
Tell me you've been there.
No, I don't know what that is.
Cape May, really?
I haven't been to Cape May.
Oh my
in a
God!
long
There's
time.
a shop in Cape May called the Great White Shark. When you walk in,
shit,
there is
really?
there is an 18-foot stuffed great white shark that hangs from the ceiling. It was and all they sell is shark and Jaws related stuff.
Really? I have a friend. My wife's boss goes to Cape May all the time. I'm going to send her there to get me some Jaws stuff.
Oh, it's one of the shops
You hear
right
that,
in
honey?
what is it, Washington Circle or whatever. Yeah.
It sounds
Yeah,
cool.
and that other than some one-off stuff, I haven't seen, and I've never seen anything else on to the scale that you're doing. A lot of the stuff that I've seen has been much bigger. Even the NECA action figures, they tend to be bigger, more like 1/6 scale, I would assume, or whatever they are. Yeah,
That's a good question. Can you make them bigger if somebody wants them, John?
I can, but it's just trying to find the packaging to fit them for like the large figures. It's harder to find those. So I more stick with the retro style figures. That's what I'm more like into, I guess. But I can do larger ones if people wanted them.
Val wants a life size Chrissy.
that's what he's after.
Life size, yes. Just before
some
the shark eats it.
inflatable parts. Right?
Just before the shark eats it. That's how I want her.
That's what he's trying to get at here. He'll ask you in a second if you can do full size or
There you go.
Awesome. Well, what I wanted to do was I wanted to pull up his site because honestly, just looking at the Jaws side of things and what he does and what he's been sharing across our pages, we're literally just scratching the surface as to what he does. He's in a lot of different areas when it comes to these things, and I've had a couple of people actually message me in the last couple of days and ask me, can I purchase these things? Where are these available? And so I thought it'd be at the least we could do is pull it up for you and show you guys at home watching this where you can get a hold of this, where you get a hold of this guy's stuff at. And I'm going to be putting it across the pages when we're done tonight as well. So it will be out there for everyone to see. So let's let me pull it in here. I'll pull in his page. So I only have your Etsy page here, but you said you're also available across eBay. Is that right?
Yeah, also on eBay. Same stuff that you see on my Etsy is going to be on the eBay.
Okay. Very cool. There we go. It's JCM FX, and he's also
nice logo. I like that logo. I like that.
Yeah. I had a friend make
Very
that for me.
nice.
Shout out to Jane.
Nice.
Very cool.
Nice.
Yeah. And so let's check a couple of these out here. We got some newer stuff, some Black Phone. Black Phone.
That's so cool.
Nice. I like that. Yeah.
I love that movie. I can't believe you did that's pretty
Nightmare
cool,
on
man. I
Elm
like
Street.
Black Phone 2.
Yeah.
Really, you're out there, dude. Halloween 2. To Lighter from Halloween 2. That's so cool. Fucking awesome.
Some of the Scream figures. Yeah. Scream 7. So some of the newer stuff. Yeah. Very cool. And like I said, I was hoping I could get in and maybe pull one of these up to see a little bit more detail. Look at that. Jason X. Wait, you're not sure about Jaws 3D, but you got Jason X? No, I'm just kidding. That's
a guilty pleasure. That's the one you put on just to get it.
Well, you know what? It was one of the ones that I had clicked on to check out because I love the detail on this guy here. There, I kind of, I don't know if no, it's not zooming in there. I'm zooming it in live. It's not showing up on the page, but
I mean, come on. Who makes a replica of the lighter from Halloween 2? That's freaking
that's pretty
out
cool.
there. That's
yeah.
awesome, dude. I'm telling you, that is like you got
I just thought silly things.
That's cool though. Let me see. Black Phone, okay. Jaws. Yep.
The dog and Jaws, Pippet.
There's
Pippet. I got Pippet. There's Pippet.
Pippet.
Oh yeah, Pippet. Right.
We got
he
Pippet.
He survived.
Yeah, and we got the newer Halloween films represented.
Yeah.
The Rob Zombies.
Yeah, Rob Zombie remakes. Yeah, we got 4 pages of action figures. We got a lot of different stuff.
I like that Halloween, the ghost. That's cool, man.
Ghost
I
Bob.
love that. That's cool.
Yeah, First time we saw Jason. Yeah, coming out of the water there. Yeah.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny
Nightmare on
Depp in the
Elm
bed
Street.
scene.
Pretty funny.
I was going to ask
What is
that.
that? Wait, what is that one on the left? What is that? Is that a brain up there?
Freddy's
Freddy's
Dead?
dead. The final.
Oh,
Okay.
so that's the Dream Demon plaque with the 3D glasses in the
Okay.
background.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I saw that. I saw that in the theater, and they gave out those glasses, man. That's
Yes.
crazy. Scream. Okay.
Leprechaun. No kidding. Wow.
Look at that.
There you
Leprechaun.
go. That's probably something you don't come across every day.
No, these
Wow.
things are definitely out there.
There's Ozzy from Leprechaun.
Scary
There's
movie
one-
too.
Coincidentally,
That's crazy. Chris
was
Elliott.
was the villain in Pee Wee Herman? Remember him?
Yeah. Pee Wee
Yeah.
Herman, the villain. Yeah.
He's still around too, man. He doesn't look anything like that anymore, man. Let me tell you.
Oh,
I like
you got
that. I like Chris Elliott. Scary movie too, Chris Elliott. That's awesome.
He was in Ford recently.
I got more of him.
Huh.
I got one with the turkey too.
Take the strong hand.
Yes. Very cool. Very cool. Very well represented.
So these obviously are all movies that you love, John, right?
Oh yeah, that's basically
Mhm.
Yeah. Let me see.
That's awesome. Dream Warrior's hand. Wow.
You do any Dawn of the Dead stuff, man? Anything like that?
It's all in the lines. Trust me, I got a list of stuff I want to do.
I'm sure that you have a
It's so
never-ending
high.
list, John.
Oh yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, a lot of Nightmare on Elm Street stuff. Okay.
Done.
Scary movie. That's hilarious. Scary movies
Yeah.
5 or 6 coming out soon. Yep.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be
Yeah.
good. Wait.
Yeah. Looks great. Looks hilarious.
Yeah. Awesome. Very cool, man.
Oh, wait. Look at that. The Dream Warrior, the skeleton. That looks nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got one right over here. It's a big boy.
Halloween 3. Look at that, man. The
Let me pull you in here.
the Shamrock.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice and big, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Very cool. Very nice.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, John. Nice.
I like it. Awesome. Very nice. Cool.
Cool.
All right, man.
Very
Well,
impressive.
Yeah. Very impressed with your stuff, but you're gonna have to be checking you out, especially you got a mess of people across the pages that are diehard collectors, and it's hard to find stuff for those people, but especially new stuff that people haven't gotten their hands on yet. So yeah, definitely gonna be letting people know about this and putting you across the page. Very, very cool, buddy. We were really impressed with what we got and glad to have you being a part of the community, man. So you got things materialized and coming around, man. Put them out there. Really. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Very cool. We have a back in the day page, which is kind of like an older type pop culture page, or we got a movie page that we deal with as well. So you got other places you can put some of these other things out there, and yeah, very impressive.
Yeah, I'll put it on our TikTok page. You're gonna put it across everything. So
Thank you guys.
Absolutely.
try to get the word out for you.
And we
Just
do
give me
have
that
a
life
we do have
size.
a
Give me that life size, Chrissy, please. Work on that. Chop, 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 chop.
Victor's got a quick question for you. The battle damaged Quinn and Alex. He wants to know if they're half price.
That's funny.
Pretty good one, Vic. Pretty good one, buddy. Oh man, awesome.
Nice.
Well, guys, there you have it. It's John from JCM MFX joining us tonight with the action figures. And listen, these are pretty impressive. I'm really anxious to kind of check one of these things out, in person as opposed to just looking them out of the site. So I'm going to be cruising around the site. So I'll be posting this up. So get on there, check them out. And you know what?
They are real. A lot of people, because that's like the new trend now. Everyone's putting those AI action figures up, so everyone's thinking that these ain't real. I promise. If you order from me, you're
Well,
gonna.
you just proved it. You showed them.
Well, I was
I
going to
know,
say,
a lot of
you've been
people
holding them up and showing us
think
to us. So
AI
that's all the more you need.
But
Yeah.
it's all real. I promise.
Very good. So check them out and reach out. And you know what? If you see something you like, leave a little good feedback from it, because there's a lot of cool looking things here. And
Definitely. Very
it's
impressive.
very easy to hear judgments, but it's always good to hear that your hard work is paying off, and you definitely got some really, really cool, unique things here, buddy.
appreciate it.
Yeah, very much so. Awesome. All right. Well, want to thank you for coming in and hanging out with us, John. And, if you get a chance, shoot me your eBay link as well, and I'll put both of these across the pages for you. And you guys at home, anyone who is interested in this stuff, it will be across the pages. You'll be able to check it out. You'll be able to check John out as well and go through, because he's got quite a bit of stuff on there. From what it sounds like, he's got a lot of other things in the works. So definitely something that's not just going to be lying stagnant. It sounds like you're constantly on the move and got ideas for where you're going and what direction next. So very cool, man.
John, last question. Do you take requests?
Yes, I do. I always get people.
What do you think I've been doing the whole show?
The tall man.
What do you think I've been asking for?
Somebody wanted like the tall man from Phantasm. You can make that.
That's cool.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
You know what movie? And I'm not trying to impress upon what you should be doing. You know what movie could lend some pretty cool ones here would be Evil Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Some pretty wild stuff there.
Dead by Dawn. Yeah.
Yeah. Some pretty cool stuff.
The possibilities are endless, right?
It's endless.
John,
Oh yeah.
you'll never lack for
I'll never
an
run
idea.
out of an idea.
Yeah. So
I was going to say, I'm
Good
sure
for
you're
you,
3
man.
steps ahead of us as far as which way to go with it. So yeah,
he's only one guy right now. He's got to hire a team
Exactly.
to start doing this stuff.
I really do.
you got any young kids getting old enough to do this stuff? Help you out?
That I can trust.
You're gonna need a team.
Faithfully, I don't know. Reliability, I don't know. You might get one eye over here and one eye over here, so I don't know if I trust them doing that.
They're all Ben Gardners from now on.
Exactly.
Very cool. Well, hey, buddy, we want to thank you for coming on and hanging out with us. And listen, keep making yourself known across those pages, and send me your eBay page as well. We'll be glad to get it out there for you, and hopefully get some into the hands of some people. All right.
I appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me on.
Okay.
Thanks, John.
Thank you very much, buddy. Been a good one.
Guys.
All right. Take care. All right. Wow, that was pretty cool. Pretty impressive stuff, man. Especially on that.
I like that stuff. Yeah, it's cool stuff, man. He's got a very varied line of these characters, man. It's very impressive.
So detailed. I wouldn't be surprised if Alex Tintner's fingers had prunes on them.
And I often think that's why when we see figures, even like the NECA figures and stuff, that they're a little bit bigger, because I would think the bigger, the easier it is to draw in some of those smaller details. So the fact that he's doing it on the the 375 scale, that's pretty amazing. That's pretty cool. Yep, there it is.
I'll tell you, that Gary Springer one looked really good, man. It looked really like him.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it had the face down good, man. So,
and that's what I said. A lot of times when you see that 3D printing stuff, you can kind of make out the little geometric shapes that go into try and be a circle. And you don't see that with those. I mean, you could see the concave shapes, and it was just really, 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 really good, genuine quality looking stuff. So yeah, impressive.
Yeah, we got to do a memorabilia show where we just show off all our stuff that we have too.
Yeah, very cool. Well, we thought we would kind of end with, maybe, since we're talking about fun collectibles and toys tonight, maybe sharing a little bit of some of our maybe more favorite toys that we have in our collection. Since we were kind of in that vein tonight, and so I thought we would do just that. Maybe delve into some things. And but before we do, I have a question for you guys at home. So kind of a little bit of a new feature here, if I can get this to kind of pull up here. All right. So I got a poll for you guys that are watching, and you don't have to give an answer. You can just give a number. What is your favorite toy? Are you more into the vintage side of toys? The original stuff, say 70s, if we're talking Jaws, or are you more into some of the newer stuff? Because the vintage stuff is cool. It's hard to get your hands on. There wasn't a lot out there. But with the newer stuff, like what we're seeing here, man, people are going in some awesome directions, some of the details, and hitting beyond, what would you think to be like the flagship ideas or the flagship main cast members. What is your take? How do you guys feel about that? So in the comments there, a couple of you guys are interested, just put in a number 1 or a number 2, which you prefer. And I'll kind of leave that up for just a little bit there. All right. Yeah, Val's going with a number one, right?
Of course.
Val. I don't know, Val. You sound like you were sold on a modern
Well,
Christian.
I'm mostly vintage myself, so why not go with that? You know, I'm not new, that's for sure.
Very cool. Well, guys, how about some of your more favorite toys? Mike, I know Mike sent me a picture of some of the vintage as well as some of the newer stuff here.
Look at that.
So yeah, some of Mike's collection. I don't have the collection that you guys do, but
I don't have anything. I grew up poor, so I couldn't afford anything.
That's why you buy it now. You know what I mean?
That's I'm making up for it now. I tell my wife I didn't have any toys growing up, and now that's all I do is buy toys.
Did you grow up, Mike?
Go ahead, John. I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, you've got an excuse right now. See, when you have little kids or younger kids at home, you can actually pretend that you're doing this for them or buying it for them or doing it with them. But once they up and old enough and gone, then they know it's just you doing it for you. You know what I mean? So you're kind of still within that.
Yeah, I just went down, just grabbed some stuff off the shelves and put them on like a box or a bin or something. On the left, that's a Brody figure. It's in the Mego style that the old Planet of the Apes and the Star Trek figures used to be. And actually, Lou Pisano, my late friend who wrote the Jaws 2 book with me, he used to make those. In the middle is a Jaws squirt gun. The dorsal fin is the dorsal fin is the trigger.
Okay.
You turn it upside down and
that's pretty good.
Is that an original? I never knew that existed.
Yeah, I got that. So I don't know what I got. So the price tag on it. I think it was like 38 cents.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Because I remember the rubber sharks. You saw those everywhere, but I never knew a squirt gun existed. No kidding.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
Wright was a guy that was doing Jaws figures as in the Star Wars, the Kenner tradition. So that's Quint.
Kenner card, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Very nice. You even got the Kenner logo on there. Yeah.
Look at that.
Those are puzzles on the left. My favorite one is the lower left. It's a scene that's not.
Wow.
It's from the Armada, and they kind of photoshopped, which I didn't know they could do back in the 70s. They photoshopped the shark.
Excuse me.
And then the model, the shark in the bottle models.
Old model, yeah.
And then there's the original.
You know, everybody talks about Star Wars being the beginning of merchandising and everything. I don't think so. I think Jaws was first. What was before Jaws?
Planet of the Apes, actually. Planet of the Apes.
Oh, yeah, Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes was, yeah.
And
Batman in the 60s. Yeah.
Star Wars is the one that really kicked everything off.
Loaded, yep. But you're right about Planet of the Apes. That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
That was the first, probably.
Star Wars kind of adapted that smaller scale. That had been out before. There was Playmobil and what was it? Kenner had like adventures type action figures that were of that size. In fact, the original Star Wars figures were going to be that. And they kind of scrapped the idea at the last minute and decided to retool. But they were the ones that really kicked it off particularly with that size. Because, the G.I. Joes had been around since the 60s as well. And that was, the big scale action figures. Yeah. And Mike, maybe you or any of you guys attest to this, but my understanding is the four puzzles. I have the bottom left one, the one you were actually talking about. We happened to pick that up by chance down at the shore at it was at a garage sale for a quarter, and the whole damn thing was there in the box in great shape. My understanding is that these are some of the harder things to find.
Yeah, because number one, the boxes, the wear and tear on the boxes, and number two, people lose pieces. Yeah. So they're really super hard to find intact and in the boxes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Does anybody here have the Jaws Lego set?
Yeah, I didn't build mine. It's still on the shelf. I always take a
mine
picture
too.
of
I
that.
have it. I haven't tried to build it yet, but I want to do that. I mean,
It's like 11 hours, so it takes
is
me
it
like.
that long?
Yeah.
Oh, I do have
So
the Jaws
there's
wine, that's for sure.
That's out in my garage, which is kind of like my Jaws shrine. I have a refrigerator out there with a microwave, but this is kind of like my fun little shrine with some of my fun stuff, which happens to be the Jaws, Lego Orca, which comes with the shark, and you can pose the shark by itself or pose him attacking the boat.
Wait, you built that, Nate? You did it?
So I had my hand in helping it. My niece helped me as well, and in large, my wife pretty much probably did 80% of it, to be perfectly honest.
It looks so. You know what? It looks so cool. I got to put it together, man. I don't know what I'm waiting for.
She really enjoyed doing it. Yeah.
Third grade art class. This semester's project, we're going to build a Lego item.
Yeah, right. Everybody get
everybody get a section here.
There's little fingers in there to get all the small stuff.
Johnny, you missed number 5 on page 4. You failed. Get out of here. Yeah, and the shame of it is with me growing up, and even to this day, I'm such a hands-on person and always learn how to do things and fix things that I didn't have Legos as a kid. Never had them. Never owned one Lego set.
Me either.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Never had them. Wasn't even aware of them until I was probably a teenager. My brother and his buddies, would play with them. But that's my little Jaws shrine. What's cool about this is just about everything you see has come from someone. The spritzer bottle in the back, that came from Mike. The bottle of Jaws wines, I had picked up. Actually, Mike, you got me the red one because I broke my red one. Mm-hmm. The yellow barrel stuff there, that's from our good friend John Whippler, who we had on recently. Speaking of toys and games, sent those out to me, and then my centerpiece up there is the piece of the Orca 2, and that's actually from a really good friend of ours as well, Jamie. Jamie actually was nice enough to fork that over to me, along with the pewter mug that stands up on the hearth in the back of the dinner scene in Jaws. So very cool. Yeah. Very nice. Very cool. So, who?
Yo.
What do you got for favorite toys, buddy?
Well, I was running late today, so I didn't have a chance to grab much of anything. And the door to my study is locked by stuff from the bathroom, which is still being worked on. But I was able to snag a namesake off the wall.
Yeah.
Hooper.
Yeah.
We were talking before about buying stuff for the kids, and then you say, well, when you get older, well, it wasn't for me. No, it's for the children. When Miles was younger, he was fascinated with Shark Puppet on YouTube.
On YouTube, I have one too. Yes.
So I got him a Shark Puppet, and he loved it. He would torment me with it on the regular, and it was well loved. You can see the whites rubbed off his teeth and his eyes. He would do the voice and everything. And so, he doesn't play with Shark Puppet anymore, but I do.
That's all that matters. Somebody gets some use out of it.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you can tell that it's well loved, which is why I don't have many things from my childhood, because that's what you did. You used them until they were junk and you threw them out, so.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't have.
I thought about getting him a second one, but by that point he was kind of past the Shark Puppet phase.
Oh.
Yeah. What you gonna do?
They grow up so fast.
They do.
Right.
Right.
They'll come back around on it again. You
Oh,
will,
yeah.
especially once they start having kids and you kind of rediscover all that stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And quite recently, I found this rubber duck. That's
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
From the duck line. Yeah.
Like one of those. And I was here in the living room with me, so I was able to pull that one, and the Shark Puppet too. But yeah, that's what I could pull up on short notice.
Oh, good. Yeah. I appreciate you taking the time to do that. So, how about the rest of you guys? Val, what do you got? What do you think?
For the Jaws 50th.
Oh, we got I remember the buckets.
Little,
yeah.
You know, it had a lot
they
of
were
nice
at the reunion.
It's got like it's got little
little floaty keychain
there. I got the little Martha's Vineyard, which is cool.
Oh,
little
you got a Vineyard Vines
stickers.
sticker. I didn't get that.
Yeah.
That would have been on my beer fridge if I would have gotten
A lot
one of those.
like little these beer cozies. I don't drink, so I don't. They're just sitting in a box.
Sure.
I still got my.
I gave my bucket and pail and shovel to Mark Fitzgibbons.
Yes, you did. That's right. We were sitting on the porch.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. You did.
There's my wristband from the Jaws 50th VIP bigger boat thing, which was really cool.
That was cool.
A bunch of these little can openers. I have one that says Jaws. They were giving these out at the screening.
Mike, you sent a bunch of those back. You sent one to me. Remember when we had the Massachusetts lottery guy on?
Yeah, we got the Massachusetts lottery Jaws
bottle openers and because
cool.
I've got one of those. You sent one of those to me after the show. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, cool little stickers. I stick them everywhere. So
yeah, that's the way I am. Yeah.
Did you go to the Jaws at 50 screening?
Me? No, I didn't. I was on the Alabama.
Oh.
That night, I couldn't get tickets, so I went. I was on the. I didn't.
No, because they gave away. I came across it. Somebody sold it to me for a pretty good price. I guess they gave away a promo bag.
Yeah,
I think everybody got a promo bag that went. Yeah, you're right.
That was kind of cool. I got that downstairs too.
Yeah. I would have liked to have gone to that, but I think I was going to so many events that I took a break and went on the Alabama, like you did, Mike. You went the day after I did, I think.
Yeah.
Which was definitely worth it. It was beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was nice.
Grandkids loved it.
Oh my God, yeah. And a bargain too. A bargain. Like a 3-hour tour for like less than $100 a person. They gave you cheese and crackers, and water.
Yeah, cheese and crackers are good.
Yeah, man. I would definitely, when you go out next year, Nate, you should do that, man. You should book a
cruise. Yeah, I've never even thought about that, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah,
that would be
very
fun.
inexpensive, and it's beautiful. Sunset. It was. You see I should put the pictures up. It was great.
Awesome. We got Victor's chiming in asking about the Jaws wines and asking, did I make the Jaws labels? No, Victor, that was made last year, and they were selling it. I mean, we got ours across the island, but I know like Mike found a bunch of wine for sale. They do the white, they do the red, just what you see there. They also do that blue spritzer.
I think Victor's in Canada, right? He's in Canada.
Yeah, Victor's in Canada. I don't know if it ever and it never made it here to Pennsylvania, so I don't know where else it did make it.
Here in New Jersey, I'm in that Metro New York area. There's a it's called Total Wine. Wine. They sell it. I think they still do. I have a case I bought. I still have a bunch of bottles. I haven't even opened them yet. So yeah, but I don't know if they're still available. But I know
I would imagine if someone has some leftover stock somewhere, it's for sale still. But John, have you seen it down your way at all?
What, Total Wine?
No,
or the Jaws wines in general.
No, I have not.
Okay.
No. I think the only place I've seen it is Total Wine. So I wonder if they had because I've gone to other wine shops just when it first came out, and most people didn't even know what I was talking about.
Yeah, I called it. Yeah, exactly. They don't have any idea.
What?
Well, when I was on the island, I went to one or two spots that I was aware of, that I knew. The one place right in Oak Bluffs, you go up Circuit Avenue. The upstairs is the barber. The downstairs is like wine and beer. And I went down there, and they thought maybe I was talking about the Coppola wine that was out years ago. They weren't even aware of it. So it must have not gotten distributed by too many different companies. And so I picked it up right in Edgartown at the wine. They literally had it. I saw the box in the window, and I'm like, I was on my way to go see someone, to visit someone, and I walked past it, and I was like, if I don't go in there and get it now, because that was like Wednesday or Thursday before
they sold out quick.
I was like, it's going to be gone. And I went back and I got 4 bottles, 2 white, 2 red. And the boxes, I was like, hey, can I have a box to put my bottles of wine in? He was like, for $10 you can have a box. I was like, oh, he fish hooked me right in the mouth. So I bought
he wanted to charge me $20. He wanted $20 for the empty box, and they were $22 a bottle, I think, for literally twice the price. They're only
Really?
$12. Yes,
because they were like 13 a bottle here.
Yeah, here it's
but you were on Amity and it was a 50th. So
you're paying.
He wanted
island
$22
prices
and $20 for an empty box. I'm like, man, and he still sold out, so it didn't matter. He sold everything he had.
Did you get a box now?
I do. Kathy got me a box. Kathy, Chelsea, Manhattan. She down South Jersey. She was able to find a box, so that's where I got my stuff in it. Yeah, so.
I get all the Total Wines here. I ended up with 6 boxes. So.
Oh, really?
Holy cow! Dear God.
Sell them for $100 on eBay. You'll get it.
I was gonna say.
Not kidding.
Well, the first one, when I came back from the vineyard, one of my employees came in. He was carrying it, and I said, "What's that?" He goes, well, because his dad also works for the city, and he goes, Dad and I were at this wine store, and he goes, but he brought me the spritzer because he says I ain't buying no man wine. I said, okay, whatever.
But he bought you a spritzer?
Yeah,
does that spritzer have to be refrigerated? I don't have it refrigerated. I have
mine isn't.
Mine isn't either.
Yeah, I guess you're not going to drink it. I'm not going to open mine.
I don't
know about you guys, but I'm not a wine drinker to begin with. And
either.
If I do, I don't have a palate for wine. So red wine is right on. Like for me, it better taste like liquid jelly. Otherwise, I'm just not a wine guy. And so I just don't.
Dude, I don't drink alcohol at all. I don't even drink. I don't even drink beer. The closest I get is drinking cider. That's it.
And I've talked to a couple of people that actually opened them and tried them to see what they were like, and they said they're kind of but it's a promotional thing. And I think a lot of times when you come across that, I've seen liquor done like that, I've seen beer like that, and it's oftentimes it's just to be passable. It's a fun novelty kind of thing. Only a couple instances do you run into things where it's done really well and really authentic too. So, but yeah, pretty cool. I've got one thing here that is probably one of my favorites. I have a bunch of different things, and that happens to be this guy right here.
Guess who?
What is it?
Do you guys remember the Guess Who games?
Oh yeah.
I don't remember.
The Guess Who game. So this came out. I don't know. We were probably older, Val. This came out, and you have each person gets their own little plane. You have these little flip-up pictures, and you have to give details. You say, do you have so-and-so that has a red shirt and I don't know, wire rim glasses, whatever. And you're trying to deduce down to figure out the person or the one person on your Guess Who table that the other person was using as their whatever. And my wife one year, I think it was for my birthday, bought a kit on eBay or something like that. And what you do is you buy a Guess Who game and you can convert it. And so this is what it converts.
That does look familiar.
So, but check it out. It's the Jaws Guess Who.
That's cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Wow. So you buy the Guess Who game, and then you get on it and you buy this kit. And here, this is and they're very good, high quality cards. This isn't like like printed printer paper. And it has little jeweled kind of shark on the back, and then on the front it has the cards. You can see the cards with the name. There's Ben Gardner has their name on it. And it turns the actual Guess Who game into your own Jaws game. It's pretty cool. I've got a lot of things I really like a lot, but that is one of my more favorite ones because what it is. In fact, my wife took the time to do that for me, so pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very cool.
Does your character think it's funny? Does your character think it's funny at all?
That's not funny.
Saw Mrs. Taft right there in the middle. I'm like, I know who that is.
That's what made me think.
Yeah, very cool. And Mike, I know you had a handful of other things that you sent in. I guess these are some more recent, some of the more recent things. You talked about the action figure, but what about the one on the left? Because I saw that, I was like, oh, okay, Mike has an original Halloween costume, but that's an action figure of the original Halloween costume. Am I right?
I actually have the original Halloween costume, but that is it Ben Cooper, whoever made the masks, whoever made the Halloween costumes in the 70s. They did a set of figures wearing the Halloween costumes. There's a Jaws one. There's a Planet of the Apes. There's something else.
Batman.
Batman, who I was every year for like 5 years in a row.
Are you kidding me? I'm still Batman.
Yeah.
Gotta be kidding me. Gotta be. Yeah.
I'm Fat Man.
Yeah, but I got the Jaws one because I thought it was kind of cool because I actually have the costume.
Right.
And then those are the two the board games.
I have that board game. I haven't played it yet, but I have it.
Yeah, I have the top one there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very nice. Yeah.
And behind next to the board game, behind the Quinn figure, that's the Jaws Yahtzee.
Is it Jaws Yahtzee?
Yeah.
Wait, I think I got. Isn't it this?
There it is. Yeah. That's a Jaws
That's
Yahtzee.
cool.
Did not know that was a Jaws Yahtzee. I thought it was just a statue of the head from the movie.
Yeah.
No kidding. Interesting.
Cool. It's very cool.
Very cool. And of course, anytime they bring the cars into it, even though it's a tour bus, it's still pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. I like that, man.
Yeah.
I have that. I have Brody's car. I have that. That's cool.
Somebody was just asking questions about this recently, about the Jaws 2 one. You guys see that? They're asking about the Jaws 2 one on I think Jaws 50 the other night. Someone was asking about that. I've never seen a Jaws.
Must have been
2.
Victor.
Must have been. I've never seen a Jaws 2 GMC, but this guy finally came out. Yeah, this is really, really cool. Yeah.
Cool. Very cool.
Awesome.
Cool
And
stuff.
Hot Wheels did something this year that they gave away at Comic-Con that I never opened the box. I've got it. One of my writers goes to Comic-Con every year and he got it for me. But it's a Hot Wheels box. I don't know if it's the Orca or if it's a car. It looks like the Orca.
Well, that sounds interesting.
I've never opened it, but it was a Hot Wheels. It was a Comic-Con exclusive.
Wow.
I thought they did something with the Orca. Now that you say that, Mike, I wonder if that's what it is. Oh, is it like the old Hot Wheels or Matchbox stuff? When you would order it, it would just come in a cardboard box.
Yeah, it comes in a box. Yeah.
No kidding. Wow. They haven't done that in forever. Get out. That's pretty cool. Oh, very nice. Wow. The other good thing about Jaws, we just kind of keep us connected to our childhood there. So yeah, like I said, I'm not a big collector.
A lot of it's nostalgia.
Definitely have a handful. It's just fun to get. And you know what? My rationalization, at least to Jen, is hey guys, I'm buying stuff like this. I'm not out there buying a new Corvette. You know what I mean? So
you're not buying cigarettes,
That's right. So my midlife crisis might be a $6 Matchbox car instead of a $80,000 Corvette, right?
There you go.
You could be Gabe. You could just build make your own. Have the
that's exactly. Yeah. That's exactly right. Very cool. Awesome. Well, gentlemen, I believe we go ahead.
Got this little plate. I might take this to Hollywood and have them sign this. I don't know, man. I don't know if I should have them.
That would be nice. Get a couple signatures on there. Original poster work.
I think I might take this and just have them sign it.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the 2005 Jaws Fest, we gave out photos of the art, 8x10s with color.
I like this.
Oh, really?
It was getting the autograph line, and nobody had anything to sign. I was like, "What are you going to get signed?" "Oh, I didn't bring anything. I have a napkin." I'm like, "Here, have a picture. Yeah.
I got to get Richard Dreyfuss to sign this. I might have to have him sign my hat again because it's starting to fade.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Let me ask the panel this. A couple of weeks ago, I took Miles to a GameStop because he was looking for a video game, and they have action figures and memorabilia and all sorts of stuff. I saw like a Funko Jaws setup of the cover. Yeah, the Bruce head, and you had a Chrissy Watkins, but they put a red bikini on Chrissy.
Because it's family kind of stuff. That's why.
So John, I remember seeing that, and when that first came out, they had promotional. It came with a T-shirt of it too, and it was the Funko Chrissy with the red bikini and the shark rather than the original print on the T-shirt.
Right.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't snag it. I didn't have enough money to snag it. I was just there to take Miles to get his thing, but I'll probably go back this weekend, see if it's still there.
How much was it?
Yeah, I can't recall. Miles, look at this. Look at this.
Check Amazon first. GameStop or fees.
Right.
Yeah. I've got one last thing, which can be disputed, is whether or not it's a toy. As you guys, know me and vehicles and automobiles and stuff, and for years people have been talking about coming out with a model of the Orca, and there was a couple that have never come to fruition. The last one I was really hopeful for because the two guys that tooled it and made the buck for it was simply amazing, and the one guy ended up tragically having a heart attack and passing away, and so they never followed through with it. And about 3 years ago, a model company really get into modeling and get into the serious stuff. You're not buying the $10 styrene kits from the toy stores, which I don't even see those anymore. But you're buying the small production number resin models, because resin has so much more detail to it, what you can do to it. And this guy is up until the last just about a month or two ago, the only one that I know of that's on the market. This is made by a German model company called Artitech, and it is a 1/87th scale. So 1/87 scale, so very, very small. I've started it. I have not finished it. The idea is I want to finish this and then put it in a shadow box with my piece of the Orca. And when I say 1/87 scale, I'll show you with what I have started so far how small this guy is.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
There you go. Now, the detailing on it for how small it is simply amazing. And when you get really into fine detailing with modeling, one of the reasons why they do the resins is because it can be very crisp, clean edges and lines. You can make out all the planks on this guy. I'm not going to bother trying to show you that. But when you really get into the fine scale and the heavy detail stuff, what they do is called photo etch printing. What they do is they take sheets of metal that are about the thickness of a sheet of paper. And what they do is they print the small details and the fine detailed parts on these little sheets of metal. Again, it's called photo etching. I'm going to pull myself in and show you guys how finely detailed these things are. This is metal now.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Pretty
and
impressive.
So what you have to do is you cut it off and you have to kind of bend it and face it the way you want to. And some of these parts are so small, and you can see my hands and my thumbs and how, even compared to things like right here, how small these pieces are. You have to be wearing almost like a towel or like an apron, a dark one across your legs, because if you snip this off and drop it and you're on carpet, you're never finding that thing again. Yeah. So that's how small this stuff is and how detailed these things get. That's why the detailing that goes into putting these things together is it's ridiculous. So seeing what John did tonight just really impressed me. Because I can imagine the time that he puts into these things with that small of a scale. So very cool. Yeah.
A friend of mine has a bat signal like that, metal bat signal, where it's very detailed. It might be the same company.
Yeah. Yeah, very well might be. And photo etching has been around for quite a while. It's the people that or the dedicated, the real model people really get in the model building will even take like a $10 model kit you would buy at the store, and they'll go spend, and no joke, they'll go spend $60, $70. You can buy photo etched parts just for engines for cars and just for like a 67 Camaro and stuff like that. And so people, when they look at a model and they go, oh my gosh, it's amazing how small. And then you look at how much it costs because of what it takes to produce something like that. I mean, this is not a bad price. It's like $130 model here. Dang. Something like that. And so when you're free, oh, that's amazing. And you see the price and go, wait, that thing is what? And but that's, you have to think about what goes into it. So it is pretty impressive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
The last model I built was the Phantom of the Opera from the Aurora Monsters.
Oh,
the
glow, a whole line of them.
Yeah. That's the last I built. That was like 1970. Yeah.
Wow. I remember, and they did like the Wolfman. I remember, Dracula, Frankenstein. I remember one of the last ones I saw by them is they did one of the Alien from Alien.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I want to say you could move the little head projector. It came out of the mouth. Yeah.
Interesting.
And I remember, I think it was them. I don't think it was one of the other like AMT or one of the other model companies that did one of the one Batman series, Long Halloween, with him standing next to the tree. Because I had that one. Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, somebody in the late 60s, early 70s, they did a monster series of models, and Vampirella was one of them.
Remember her?
Vampirella just existed in the black and white magazine-sized comic. And I never heard of Vampirella until years later.
Yeah. That's pretty wild. And I've seen like the original Mummy done. And that's a whole different aspect, the whole model making thing, the people that produce them and the people that simply do one-off, or people that only do it in a certain type of media. And that's pretty impressive. But you're really taking a deep dive there down. That's why I'm so impressed with what I saw with John creating, because what the skills you have to have just to prerequisite for that. I mean, you got to really be into what you're doing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
there's a whole line of Pirates of the Caribbean models, but it was all the skeletons. The skeleton at the wheel.
Oh wow! Yeah.
And one of them had a spring-loaded action to it. You could open up a chest on the table, and a skeleton of a pirate would come out and smack the table with a knife.
Oh wow!
Really?
Yeah, it was like rubber band powered. I can't remember what the others were, but yeah, all the skeletons from Pirates.
Huh.
Pretty cool.
Because Jack Landwood, who did the advance poster for Jaws 2, the red sunset poster, he was the box artist for, I think, AMT for years.
Kidding.
All the cars.
Really? Oh, I love. There was, the big ones were like Monogram, Ertl, which later became part of AMT, AMT, Revell. Oh my God. Yeah. I loved AMT. AMT really went back and kind of retooled a lot of things and really did an awesome job with their stuff. Yeah. I love building them. I didn't like keeping them around. I got bored with them. I did. And so when I started doing them for people, that was the only ones I would do. I would do it when somebody had a car or something they wanted one done. I would do, or a diorama. And then they were gone. They weren't sitting around collecting dust. And it's the worst thing you could do is just leave them out in the open, because once dust gets on them, they're never going to look like they did when you finish them. Right. So I have maybe 4 from, I built models. I don't know about you guys. I built car models as a little kid. We would light them on fire. We'd spray them with the old butane fuel and light them on fire, and we'd race them down the hill and, dumb stuff. Or you'd take one and make it look nice and put it on the shelf, or you just, you knock the shelf down or something like that. Or you just, I don't know. I just never held on to them. So yeah, just fun to do.
Yeah. I made unconventional models. I got a model of Ben, Haas, and Little Joe from Bonanza. The three of them. Oh yeah. It was Snoopy in the World War I Sopwith Camel, and you could put a motor in the plane, and the propeller spin. It was like a fan, just. Snoopy hockey game. You could actually play it.
Hey.
Intrigued by Bonanza ones. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. 67, 68.
Oh. Yeah.
My dad had to paint it though. Wasn't quite there yet.
Very cool, gentlemen. Well, all right. I think we're at a pretty good point here. Good little walk down nostalgia lane tonight. I'm glad we hit on something a little bit different here. Jump into some toys and stuff. So, takes me back to being 7, which is if Jen doesn't take much for that to happen, but either way, it's nice to go back and revisit that side of myself. So, want to thank you guys for hopping on tonight and joining us and hanging out. And I'll be posting up links for John. So go check him out and check out his stuff. He's got some really, really cool stuff floating around out there. It sounds like he's got a lot of ideas in the works. So, all right. Very cool. So we'll, as we always do, we'll let Quint take us out, and we'll get a little fins up here for everybody, and want to thank everyone for coming in and hanging out. Robert, very cool. Fins up, buddy. You got it. You're spot on with us here. Little fins up tonight, and we will be back next week. Stay tuned to see what is in store, guys. Have yourselves a wonderful night and a wonderful weekend. Here we go.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston. And so nevermore shall we see you again.
He can join in too. Yeah. Have a great night, everybody.
Yeah.